Do you enjoy playing explosive decks that allow you to win the game in a single turn? Then do I have the deck for you. Hello, I'm Constellation Gaming, and today on Decklist December, we'll be talking about Blazerus O.T.K. The goal of this deck is pretty simple. By utilizing the ability of Exalt Flare, a 3/2 fire Celestial that states you can Nexus up to 2 fire. When you do, you can special ascend this Exalt Flare to an Celestial with enchantment cost of 1 or 2 fire from your hand. Blazerus, a 7/2 fire Celestial that states this Blazerus can attack twice during a battle phase, and Bow of Apollo, a 1-drop solar artifact rune that states the empowered Celestial can attack opponent spirit's deck directly. This combo can add up to be a massive swing for damage and possibly win the game in a single turn. To start off the Celestials and help us find the combo pieces we may need, we're playing 3 copies of Aster Rabbit, a 2/5 Thunder Celestial that states when this Aster Rabbit receives 1 or more Thunder Spirits, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, then add one of them to your hand and shuffle it into your deck. Aster Rabbit is an extremely strong wall that we can abuse by re-enchanting it turn after turn in order to find the combo pieces we may be looking for. To pair with this bunny, we're playing a Fire Toolbox package utilizing the ability of Small Tuga. A 2/5 Water Celestial that states when you cast this Small Tuga, you can search your deck for an Celestial with enchantment cost of 1 fire and add it to your hand. Small Tuga will allow us to search for one of our 2 copies of Exalt Flare that we're playing. If we already happen to have one of these 2 Exalt Flare in hand, we can search one of these other Celestials that I'm about to name off. We're playing 2 Comagma, a 4/2 Celestial that states when this Comagma receives 1 or more Fire Spirits, you can draw a card, then discard a card. Also serving as a great beater, we're playing 2 copies of Nekruff, a 5/1 that states when this Nekruff destroys an opponent's Celestial in battle, they must expend 1. While Nekruff is mainly simply a big beater, his ability is nothing to be sneezed at because it will allow us to easily OTK with our Blazerus. And to help us stall until we find all of our combo pieces, we're playing 2 copies of Kinleo, a 3/1 that states you can Nexus up to 2 Fire Spirits. When you do, you can target and destroy an opponent's Celestial. This will allow us to destroy any big bodies or anything that might threaten to be able to beat us prior to our combo going off. To help us find our divines, we are playing 1 copy of Elechik and 1 copy of Plucky. Both state when you normal cast this Celestial, you can search your deck for a divine and add it to your hand. Plucky is just a worse Elechik, however, you are limited to 1, so that's why we are stuck playing the second Plucky. And finally, to finish off the Celestials, we have none other than the big boy himself, Blazerus. A 7/2 that states this Blazerus can attack twice during your battle phase. When this Blazerus destroys a second Celestial in the same battle phase, you can special ascend this Blazerus to Trifernal from your hand or deck. We are not playing a Trifernal, we only care about the top portion of this ability that says he is allowed to attack twice per turn. So if we Exalt Flare Nexus into Blazerus, have a bunch of spirits on him, he can attack twice, easily dealing 8, 10, possibly 12 damage in a single turn. Before we do continue the video, I want to remind everybody that I will be giving away a Reverse Stellar Exaltus at 100 subscribers. All you have to do to enter to win this beautiful card is like the video and subscribe to the channel, and you will be entered to win this beautiful card. Without further ado, let's get back to the video. Now let's move on to the counter runes. In order to serve as a Nexus bank and also to find our one copy of our Bow of Apollo, we are playing two copies of Hephaestus, a one-cost fire divine that states when you cast this Hephaestus you can enchant up to 3 fire to it and disenchant 1 fire per turn in order to search your deck for an artifact rune and add it to your hand. In order to help us cycle through the deck and to find the combo pieces we may need, we're playing 3 copies of Nectar of the Gods, a 2-cost Omni rune that states draw 2 cards. And in order to keep our health high enough to where we can cast our large combo without any worry, we're playing 3 copies of Ambrosia. Ambrosia is especially strong in this game due to the fact that everything you cast costs your life. Moving on to the counter runes, we'll be playing 2 copies of Helios' Chariot Ride, a 2-cost Omni rune that states this Helios' Chariot Ride can only be cast during the draw phase. Opponents cannot cast runes this turn. We're playing these 2 copies in order to make sure that our pop-off turn goes uninterrupted by pesky and annoying counter runes that might want to stop it. Speaking of pesky and annoying counter runes, we're playing 11 of the typical 12 that you normally play. We're running 3 copies of Gorgon's Gaze, 3 copies of Poison Tipped Arrow, 3 copies of Tsunami, and 2 copies of Shield of Achilles. Gorgon's Gaze is there to simply say no to anything an Elestral might even think about doing. Poison Tipped Arrow is there to remove pesky guys that we might not be able to beat over. Tsunami is there to blank an entire battle phase, as long as they're not water enchanted. And the Shield are to bounce bigger Elestrals to hand. We would be running 3, but we do need to run the 2 Chariot Ride to ensure that our Blazerus combo can come in safely. That'll do it for the main deck. Now we'll move on to the Spirit deck. We're playing 1 copy of Luminate for our Plucky. We're playing 4 copies of Zaptors for our Aster Rabbits and also our Elechick. We're playing 4 Leviathan for our Tsunamis and also to possibly water enchant our Blazerus, and we are also running the Smoltuga, and we are running 11 Vipyro to finish off the Spirit deck. Now that's Blazerus O.T.K. Would you run this deck? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you tomorrow for another deck list. Peace.